with us from the Dome in Syracuse, New York. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Connecticut Huskies and the Syracuse Orange. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. I did check in with the Connecticut head coach. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Bringing it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Angelic makes the catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the back. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt.
Coming up, 4th down.
He makes the catch at the 10. Looking everywhere for room to run with really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Huskies offense will now get its first chance with the football. The man who will run the offense is Jake Merklinger, freshman prospect from the state of Georgia. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, 1st down. The run inside. It's Reeder. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got a little grass. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off play action on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run.
Trying to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score. Uconn 7, Syracuse 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. With the catch, it's Johnson. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Miller. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Racing down the left side. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Uconn.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Steve Angeli. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it on the run. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That's the end of the period, and Uconn has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even got in the end zone yet this season, so...
Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 14, and that's the way you find some room to operate. Throwing Angelic. Here's a heat. Open space at the 25. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Angeli from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun on third down, Steve Angeli. Touchdown, Syracuse. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the back. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Reeder. Maybe some room here. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Uconn offense really has it going. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Miller. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Angeli. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. There's the pressure. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside for defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to go right back downfield. Here comes the heat. Finds us back in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the wide receiver. Miller with the ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Steve Angeli. That's reeled in. It's Weaver. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ross. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 7 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Hawkeyes, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back over to your game inside the Dome. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Hey guys, the Huskies head coach told me coming out of the locker room. Coach reminded his team in the locker room that this is a moment that they can claim some redemption. They've got a lead right now on the road. They lost this game the last time the 2 teams met, but this is their moment to put their foot down. He said, I want us to come out with the most energy we've had all game. Even though we've got a lead, this is where we set the tone for dominance down the stretch. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. The give on the counter. Picks up the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Snagged out of the air. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Ross. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Uconn comes to the line after getting another first down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. Touchdown, Orange. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly.
He's looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reeder. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Uconn will have to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you...
Continues to fight for yards. Caught, and he's got room. Takes it all the way inside the 30, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The run inside. It's Miller. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing Angelic. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the tight end.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. All over it right away. No 3rd down conversion for you.
Nestled just inside that right upright. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Uconn offense goes back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Ross. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll operate out of split backs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab right down the middle. Wide open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Uconn! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Uconn, 31. Syracuse, 17.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Orange will have to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Huskies. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stokes. And the returner will be knocked down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? Working well behind the sticks on second down. That's caught. It's Weaver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Slings it downfield. Working the middle. Still running at the 40. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Orange, after the big pass play, might just throw it again. That's the end of the period, and Uconn has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. So first down will open up the final period. Again, it's Angeli. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Angeli makes the catch. It's Weaver.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Angeli from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. They go play action with Angeli. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pressure coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. He got it right inside the pylon.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Uconn going back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can... Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Off play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And then you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Looking to throw again. Finds a man in the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they give him the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it slips just inside that right upright. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. There's no real good spot on the field for a roughing the kicker penalty, but I'd say putting the offense in the red zone is extra bad. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
The score, Uconn 45, Syracuse 24.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Syracuse sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Running inside, it's Miller. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Syracuse right back at it.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Steve Angeli. On the run, fires downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. 4th down, Angeli. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Throwing Angeli. He's got his man across the middle. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Syracuse. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here comes the Connecticut offense ready. Turning it on. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Pulls it in. It's Ross. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Orange call their 3rd timeout, and that's the last time they can stop the clock. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And if they can find the end zone here, Max going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Huskies. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Here's a hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Angelic. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Steve Angelic. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. What a big penalty at this juncture in the game, all locked up, and they get called for the pass interference. Throwing and jelly. He wants a big play here late. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. It's really easy